Have you ever told yourself, this time I'll stick to it, only to quit a few days later? Well, that used to be me. I had big goals. I wanted to study more, work out more, sleep more, eat less junk food, and drink more water and whatnot. At first, I thought that I lacked discipline, that I just wasn't the kind of person who could stick to things long term. But then I made all of the changes that I'll be telling you today, and now I think that I am very consistent with my work. And I'm sure that after watching this video till the very end, you will also learn how to be consistent and disciplined with whatever goal you want to achieve, no matter how bad, how hard, how boring it is. So make sure that you watch till the very end. So without wasting any more time, let us begin. In the first chapter of this video, we're talking about why most people fail to stay consistent and what being consistent actually means. So I thought that I just wasn't motivated enough to actually being consistent. So I thought that I just need to find the perfect motivational video or an inspiring quote or the right productivity hack that would finally allow me to break through and focus on my goals. But that is not how it works. Actually, motivation is one of the most unreliable tools to stick to long-term goals. It's like sugar rush. It gives you energy for a short period of time and then leaves you right back where you started when it goes away. And if you've ever started a new goal feeling excited and then lost interest a few days or months later, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not because you're lazy or uninterested, but it's because you've been told your whole life that motivation is the key to success, when in reality it is not. And in fact, a research from Stanford University shows that willpower works like a muscle. The more you use it, the more tired it gets. This is why, like, सुबह जब हम उठते हैं तब we're feeling so fresh and we feel so productive, but by the evening we just want to lay on the couch and scroll on our phone and be lazy. Well, if motivation or willpower are not reliable, then what actually works? Well, the answer lies in something much more powerful, something that completely changed the way how I approached consistency. The reason why most people fail to stay consistent is because they set vague, overly excessive goals like I want to get fit or I want to read more. But without an actual, simple, and repeatable system in place, it's very easy to fall off track. For example, instead of saying that I want to run 10 miles every day, say that tomorrow I will get up, put on my running shoes and my running outfit. This obviously seems like a very easy task, which is unskippable because how stupid would you be to skip such a small task, right? So you are bound to get up tomorrow, put on your running shoes and your running outfit. And if you've done that, I bet that you'll go out and run at least 1 mile. So that is how it works. I hope that you understand what I mean by that. This idea is backed by research. A study conducted in the European Journal of Social Psychology found that it takes 66 days to form a habit, not 21 as most people believe. But here's the interesting part. The people who were most successful at forming habits weren't the ones who set huge ambitious goals. Rather, they were the ones that set habits so small that they were impossible to fail. The first step is to start ridiculously small. The first mistake that most people do is that they set habits that are too big and overwhelming to start. The key to success is to start with an action so small that it feels impossible to skip it. For example, instead of saying that I'll do 50 push-ups tomorrow, say that you will do 10 or 2 push-ups tomorrow. Doing 2 push-ups is not a big deal at all. So तुम at least 2 तो कर लोगे and that will help you build a habit. Because if you start small, you will do that every single day. 2 push-ups तुम रोज कर सकते हो. 50 push-ups may sound too hard for you, but 2 can be done. 2 is very easy. It will hardly take you like 20 seconds to do 2 push-ups, right? So you can definitely give 20 seconds of your day to those 2 push-ups. But my point is, starting small and starting with something that is impossible to skip at least gets you started. That means you're going to be consistent even if it is small. It still counts. The second step is to be specific. Don't set goals that are too vague to understand. For example, I'll be productive. Like, what does that even mean? How do you know that you've been productive? Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Instead, you could set habits like after lunch, I'll write 1 sentence, or I'll stretch 30 seconds before bed. That is a measurable habit, and when you achieve the goal, you'll know that you've done it. Like, you've stretched for 30 seconds, you'll know that it's done. So be specific. It makes it much easier to actually follow through with your habit. The third step is to stack it with an existing habit. The easiest way to make a habit stick is to stack it up with a habit that you already do. This is known as habit stacking, and it will make it so much easier for your brain to remember the habit. So for example, obviously all of us brush our teeth in the morning, right? So अगर तुम्हें कोई नई habit जोड़नी है, like doing a push-up, you could say that after brushing my teeth, I will do 2 push-ups every day. So this will make it much easier for you to remember doing those 2 push-ups, because you're not going to skip brushing your teeth, right? So here's the deal. You don't need motivation or willpower to be consistent. Instead, you need an impossible to skip system to actually start becoming consistent, because once you get the hit of being consistent, it is very easy to continue being consistent. And I know for most of us, if we fail to be consistent for like one day, for example, if I'm consistent in working out for 4 days continuously, and then I miss one day because I was just not feeling motivated enough or productive enough to actually go to the gym and work out, then will I stop being consistent and will I just give up because I'm feeling all that guilt? No, you're not supposed to do that. It is completely okay to have 1 or 2 mistake days where you fail and where you lack consistency. That is completely fine. If you're consistent 5 days in a row and you miss one day and then you're consistent 5 days again, then you will be consistent. Just because you missed one day बीच में doesn't mean कि तुम्हारा पूरा consistency खराब हो गया. That is not how it works. You deserve break days, otherwise you will burn out. So don't punish yourself अगर तुम कोई भी एक डे मिस कर देते हो, but make sure that you cover it up the next day. Obviously you will have to work a little extra, but it is for your own benefit, because instead of like एक दिन तुम्हारा खराब हुआ उसके चक्कर में तुमने अपना पूरा साल खराब कर लिया, that is not how it works. You need to learn to forgive yourself for breaking the consistency, because I know why most people cannot be consistent is because they punish themselves. अगर एक दिन मिस हो जाता है then they stop it at completely, because like फिर वो perfect consistency चली जाती है, right? But you need to learn to not punish yourself. Now here is my challenge for you. Comment down below one habit that you will be starting right now. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next week, right now. And I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That was it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.